Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we are going to learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we are going to learn how to create a responsive and full-fledged website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So to show you guys, I have already built an example using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let me show you the example guys, what I mean and what we are going to learn in this video. So let me go to the example now. Here guys, as you can see, this is a full-fledged website I built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript as well as local storage guys. Okay, I have already teach you what is a local storage and how to use local storage in our program, in our application. If you have not watched my video how to use local storage, what is a local storage, then please go here and watch this video what is a JavaScript local storage guys. Okay, so I'm sure guys you will be master in local storage, how to use local storage and what is a local storage after watching this video. Okay guys, so if you have not watched my video what is a local storage, I would recommend you go here and watch the what is a local storage, this video guys. Okay, so today guys in this video we are going to learn how to create this website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, as you can see guys, this has got a sidebar also. See, this is the with awesome animation guys. Okay, we are gonna create this kind of sidebar in this video and we will set background using local storage guys. Okay, so as of now whenever you will refresh this page, this background is not going to disappear. Okay, it will be here only guys. Whenever see it is here, I am going to change the background now. Change this background to this background. Refresh the page, nothing is happening, no change guys. Change this background. See, refresh the page. See guys, refresh the page. See, choose this one now. See, so just remember guys, as of now this is the background guys. Okay, so I'm going to cut this page now. So go to the code now, again open the page again. See guys, this is the background now. Change the background now to different one. Just remember guys, this is the background now. Just cut the page now. Open the page again. See guys, now change the again background. As of now, just remember guys, this is the background guys. Okay, just remember it. I'm going to cut the page now. Again open the page in the browser. See guys, so we are gonna learn how to make this kind of website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage guys. Okay, so we are gonna learn how to create this sidebar also. This is an awesome sidebar guys. You can see that it is being animated also, the body is being animated, and we have got like this awesome sidebar here also, like home, about us, profile, system status, products, register and logout. See, whenever guys you will click on the body, the sidebar will disappear. Okay, and it has got some kind of animations also. See, you can close the sidebar from here also by clicking on the cross sign. Okay, just go down and here guys you can see this is the section. In this section guys, in this part we can change the background color also. See, refresh the page now. Nothing is happening guys, nothing is happening. Okay, change this. See, nothing is happening. Again change the background, refresh the page, nothing is happening guys. Okay, see, nothing is happening, nothing happens guys here. See, now choose the background color as red and close the page. Just remember guys, as of now the background is red. Okay, just keep remember this. Close the page now. Just open the page again. See, the background is still red guys. Okay, so after cutting the tab, after refreshing the page, the background is not going to disappear. just because of local storage. Okay, So we have used local storage facility in this website, guys. Okay, in this video we are going to learn how to make this kind of website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage as well. Okay, so just change the background color to different one. Choose this background now. Close this page. Open it again in the browser. See guys, boom guys, the background is still there. As you can see guys, it has got a nice tooltip also. Okay, this is a bootstrap tooltip, guys. Okay, we will know how to create this kind of tooltip. So it is very informative tooltip, guys. Click to apply background, click to apply background, click to apply background. Okay, so just remember guys, as of now the background is green. I am going to refresh the page, nothing happens. I am going to cut the page now. Again open this page in the browser, go down. See guys, the page, the background is still green. Okay, go down, and in this section we will learn how to create this kind of layout, guys. This is known as overlay layout, guys. Okay, it is a full width layout, full width height, full width window. We will know how to create this kind of section also in this tutorial, guys. This is a fully responsive, guys. Okay, so just see the animation, guys. See the animation. Okay, so we will be learning, guys, how to create this kind of website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript as well as local storage, guys. Okay, see, this will remain after refreshing the page also. Okay, the background will remain here after refreshing the page also, after cutting the tab also. Okay guys, so cut this tab again, open this tab, boom guys, see, it is still here, the background is still here and it is still here. We are going to learn how to create this sidebar also. As you can see guys, this is the awesome animation. Okay, it has got awesome animation also. See, it is moving in the left direction, the body is moving in the left direction. See guys, so we are going to learn how to create this kind of website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage, guys. Okay, let me show you the responsiveness also, guys. It is fully responsive as well. See, it is fully responsive as well, guys. See guys, it is fully responsive as well. As you can see, awesome sliding animation, guys. See, it has got awesome sliding animation. See, just see guys, it looks like really standard and up to the mark. So in this video we are going to learn how to create this kind of website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript and local storage. See guys, this is fully responsive, fully for any kind of device, for any kind of screen sizes. Okay, so let's get started, guys, and learn how to make this kind of awesome website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. Okay, so let's get started, guys, and learn how to build this kind of website in no time using HTML, CSS and JavaScript and local storage. Okay guys, but before starting of the video, guys, I would like to request you, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, guys, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, so that you can watch them instantly anytime. And please guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please, I would like to request you, please give this video likes also, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please give give it a thumbs up, so that I will be knowing that you like this video, so that it will give me confidence, it will give me motivation to make awesome videos like this on web development and web designing, so that you can learn from them. Okay, so guys, I would like to request you again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, and please like all my videos, so that it will give me confidence, it will give me motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing, guys. As you can see, guys, I have created a lot of video on each and every topic of web development and web designing. I would like to recommend you guys, please watch all the videos. It is very informative and it will give you confidence on becoming a full stack web developer, guys. Okay, so guys, let's get started and let's learn how to make this kind of awesome website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. I have already explained you guys each and everything about this site. It is based on local storage and JavaScript, okay, and it is fully responsive as well, guys. Okay, so we're gonna learn how to make this kind of website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript as well as local storage, guys. Okay, as you can see, guys, we can change the background also, okay, and it is not going to disappear after refreshing or after cutting the page. Okay, it will remain here because we are using in this tutorial, in this website, local storage. Okay, so I have already created a video on what is a local storage. Just go to the playlist and watch it if you have not already watched it. Okay, guys, then only you will be able to understand what I am going to do here. Okay, so guys, let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of awesome website for ourselves as well as for our client. Okay, so let me go to the code editor now, guys. This is my code editor. Create a new page and give it a name as website.html. okay, save this page now. HTML code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, just be here, guys, and watch the entire video till last. I will explain you each and every steps in details so that you will feel confidence over yourself that I can become a full stack web developer by watching your videos. Just be here, guys, and I'm sure I will explain you each and everything to the code. Okay, so I would recommend you be here and watch the entire video, guys. Okay, so I'm making a lot of effort, guys, for you guys, so that you can watch this video and you can become a full stack web developer. Okay, so thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and thank you to those also who has not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel Code with ER, guys. Please, guys, I am requesting you, those who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel Code with ER, please, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER. I am making a lot of effort to create videos for you guys, and thank you to those who has already subscribed to my YouTube channel Code with ER. Thanks a lot, guys, in advance. Now let's get started and let's learn how to create this kind of awesome website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. Okay, guys, so let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of awesome application. Okay, so let me go to the code editor now. So let me paste some CDN file from here. This is the CDN file, guys. I will explain you what is this CDN file all about. This is the Bootstrap link, guys. As you can see, this is the folder, and inside this folder there is a file named as bootstrap min.css, guys. Okay, so and this is the font awesome CDN, guys. Okay, font awesome CDN. Okay, so let me copy jQuery also from here only, so that it will save a lot of time, guys, for your as well as mine also. Okay, so just copy this CDN and paste it inside the bottom of the page. Okay, so as you can see, guys, this CDN link is for jQuery. Okay, and this CDN link is for popper.min.js for Bootstrap. Okay, and this is the bundle.js for Bootstrap, guys. Okay, nothing fancy, nothing rocket science here. Okay, so just go up and let's create a section now. Give it an ID as bg image and give it a class as okay. So inside the section, guys, create another div, give it a class as hero, close this div, and inside this div, guys, create another div, give it a class as position relative, position relative. Close this div now, and inside this div guys, create another div, give it a class as flex, give empty top 5, give text center, give text white, and give call lg 12. Okay, close this div now, and inside this div guys, create another div, give it a class as circle div. Okay, and give, I'm going to use as data src here guys. Okay, data src will be my folder name images, and will be image name. Okay guys, so close this div now, close this div, and inside this div guys, give image name as 01.jpg. okay, and give data toggle as tooltip, data toggle as tooltip, give data placement as top, give title as click to apply background, click to apply background, and give id as img1. okay, and inside this div guys, we are gonna create a img tag. okay, img src and images. Inside this we are gonna put the same image name here guys. okay, 01.jpg. okay, so give this id as img1, and give class also as img responsive, and give data src as this image only. okay guys, this image only. So I'm going to copy this and going to paste for 5 times. okay guys, so just copy this, div from here to here, and paste it 6 times. okay, and later we will change the image name and data src attribute also. okay, so give image 3.jpg, change this to 3 also, and change this to 3 also. okay, paste again, change this to 4, change this to 4, and change this to 4, and give img id img 3, make it here 2. okay, so paste again, and change this to 5. This is my folder name guys. okay, images, and inside this images I have got these images guys. okay, inside this folder guys, images, I have got these images. okay, that's why I'm doing here. So 5, make this also 5 guys, make this also as 5 and give this as 4. Okay, we have to change the ID, guys. Okay, so again go down and again paste it and change this to just go to the folder YouTube projects, inside the images. Okay, here is this is the images folder name, guys, and inside this folder I have got lot of images. Okay, so just as of now, guys, just save your code and open this file in the browser. See, as of now we are getting this. Okay, so just go to the folder now and which image is there, guys? Okay, let me see the okay. So go down and we will use these images. Okay, guys, copy this and paste it here, paste it here also, paste it here also, and paste it here also, and make this as 5. Okay, ID should be unique. Okay, so copy this and paste it again, go to the folder and copy this image name and paste it here. Okay, here also, change here also, and change here also. Okay, and change here also, data src, and make this ID as 6. Okay, 6. So okay, 6. Fine, and copy this again, ID 6, ID 5, img 5, img 4, img 3, and img 2. Okay, so again copy this div, paste it here, go to the folder and copy this image name and paste it here. Okay, just replace it, replace this also, and replace this also. Okay, and make this as 7. Okay, fine, nothing issues. Okay, we don't have to change anything now. MG 6, img7. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and check your output. Sorry, see, this is the image, guys. So now we're gonna style it. Okay, we're gonna style it now. So go to the head section, guys. Inside this head section we are gonna create a style sheet and we will style this image. Okay, we will style this image. So I'm going to create a style sheet, guys. Now just be here, guys, till last and watch the entire video. You will learn a lot of things from this video, guys. Okay, I'm damn sure. Just be here till last and watch the entire video. And if you like this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up, and please, guys, like all my videos, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel CodeBitER. Okay, guys, and please press the bell icon also. Okay, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist. Okay, so now, guys, we have already created a style sheet. Let's now style it. Okay, so put this. Let's now style it and give position as relative, give margin as 0, give padding as 0, give box sizing as border box, and give transition all 0.2 seconds is in out. Okay, so now I am going to target this lead space, copy this, paste it here, and give this as a background color as URL, and put img images, and we'll put 202.jpg. okay, jpg, and give background position as center, give background origin as center, give width as 100%, give background size as cover, give background attachment as scroll. Okay, give position as relative, give background repeat as no repeat, give height as 100 VH, and give transition all 0.2 seconds is in out. Okay, now I am going to target this ID VG image. Okay, so just paste it here and style this now. So just copy this and paste it here. We don't have much to change here. Okay, nothing, just let it be here. Okay, so now I am going to target this flex. Okay, this flex, guys. Okay, so go up, paste it here, and give position as absolute. Okay, give position as absolute, give top 50%, give left as 50%, give bottom as 50%, and give transform translate -50%, comma -50%. Okay, guys, I am doing this to make the things to the center of the page, to the center of the body. Okay, that's why I am doing this. Okay, give transition, give transform. Okay, give height as 100%, give width as 100%, give display as flex, give justify content as center, give align item as center, give align content as center, give flex direction as row, and give flex wrap as wrap, and give flex shrink as initial. That's it. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys. Okay, again go to the style sheet. Now we are going to target this hero class, guys. Okay, so just go here, paste it here, and give as width 100%, give height as 100 VH, give Z index as 9, give position as absolute, give top as 50%, give left as 50%, give bottom as 50%, and give transform translate minus 50% and minus 50%. Okay, give overflow as hidden. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now we are gonna create this circle, guys. Okay, this circle we are gonna create now. As you can see, guys, there are 6 circles. Now we are gonna create this circles. Okay, so just copy this circle div class and paste it here. Okay, paste it here, copy this and paste it here, and give width as 50px, give height as 50px, give border radius as 100%, give margin 0 10px, give display as flex, put justify content as center, put align item as center, put align content as center, put align self as center also, and put text align as center, put position as relative, put color as white, put padding 5px, put border 3px solid and red. Okay, put cursor, as pointer, put box sizing as border box. Okay, put box shadow as 0px, 4px, 6px, RGBA, and just change the value of opacity. Okay, 0.7. Okay, and give overflow as hidden, put overflow as hidden. Now I am going to target, guys, this img responsive class. Okay, this img responsive class. Okay, so go up, paste it here, and give width as 50px, give height as 50px, give object fit as cover, give position as relative, give display as block, and give border radius as 100%. Save your code, go to the browser and check your output. Okay, see guys, boom guys, we are here now. See, we have got this circle guys, we have got this circle now. So now whenever anyone is going to click on this server guys, on this circle, we are going to change the background image. Okay, whenever anyone is going to click on the circle guys, we will change the background color. Okay, and we will do this by using local storage. Okay guys, so that after refreshing of the page, after cutting of the page, the background will be remain same. I mean guys, it won't be refreshed, it won't be disappeared after refreshing the page or after cutting the page. Okay, that's why we are gonna use local storage guys here. Okay, so be here guys, we are going to learn a lot of things here guys, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, local storage also guys. So be here, I will explain you each and everything in detail. Okay, so okay guys, just be here, give full width as padding top 120px and give padding bottom also 120px, give background color as hash 0 f5 35 f5 356. Okay, so now target this img fluid, give width as 100%, give height as auto, give position as relative, give object fit as a cover. Okay, so now we are gonna create guys JavaScript for changing the background color. Okay, changing the background color like this guys. Okay, we are changing the background color, and as well as we are saving the background into the local storage also guys. Okay, so that after refreshing the page, after cutting the page, the background will be remain same. See, the background will remain same guys. Okay, see, the background is still same guys. Change it, see, change this, see guys, see. So now we are going to make this kind of feature in this. Okay, so now let's go to the code editor now and create a JavaScript file. Okay, so below this create a script tag. So now guys, be there and please guys, like focus on the video. If you are gonna miss anything, you will be like confused what I did here, like you will be confused, you won't be able to understand thoroughly. So be here and be focused guys and learn peacefully. I'm sure guys this video gonna be little larger, little bigger, but it is worth it guys. So just watch this video till last and you will learn a lot of things from this video guys. Okay, so now I'm going to create guys JavaScript file for functionality. Okay, so just be here guys and watch the entire video. So first of all guys, I'm going to initialize this toggle. See, this is the what can I say guys, tooltip. I'm going to initialize this tooltip now. This is a Bootstrap default tooltip. Okay, inbuilt tooltip. So I'm going to initialize this as document dot ready. Then we will run a function and copy this data toggle. Okay, copy this data toggle. copy this data toggle and paste it here. Okay, and initialize tooltip. And initialize tooltip. Dot tooltip. Okay, it is a method. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Boom guys, we have got our tooltip. As of now the alignment is bottom because we have not got like spaces above. Okay, so let me put some space above this, then you will be able to see the tooltip above this circle also. Okay, so go here, inspect this, just be here guys. Please, I would like to request you guys, please watch the entire video. I am making a lot of lot of efforts guys on making of this video for you guys. So be here and please watch the entire video. Okay, so little up, give 50, that's it guys, top 50, that's it. Okay, so go to the flex 50px, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we have got tooltip above also. Okay, because our data placement is top. Okay, so our data placement is top. See, this is the guys data placement. Okay, and I have given top. Okay, so let me give data placement as bottom. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, this is on top and this is on bottom. Okay, so now let's move ahead and start writing JavaScript. So whenever we will click on this icon, the background should be changed. Okay, as like here. Okay, the background is changing here guys, so we will be doing this here in this video also. Okay, so just go to the code now. As of now I am clicking guys, nothing is happening. Okay, I am clicking on the icon, nothing is happening guys, nothing. Okay, so let's go to the code now and start writing JavaScript for it. Okay, so create a var guys, as bg color will be document dot query selector all. We are going to select class, so we have to put point here and we are going to select this circle div. Okay, this circle div guys. Okay guys, so paste it here and I'm gonna select this img. So create a var and images. Okay, and we'll select this div, this id image guys. Okay, so bg image. Okay, so let me show you the bg image. Okay, so this is the bg image guys. Okay, so just go here, create a var again, give it as element and give document dot get element by id, and we are gonna select this bg image. Okay, this bg image. So bg image. Okay, and now we are gonna append, guys, event listener on this circle. Look, okay, so just copy it here, paste it here. Dot for each, we will run a function. And we'll put function parameter as a btns. Okay, and we will open this, close this, and we will append, or we will add event listener to this button, guys. Okay, add event listener, and the event name will be click. Okay, so we are gonna run a function now. Okay, so we are gonna run a function and put event arrow function here. So fine, create a var, give it a class as a, give it a name as a color, equal to event dot target dot get attribute. Which attribute, guys? We are gonna get this src attribute. Okay, this src attribute, guys. Okay, this src attribute. Okay, guys, see, we are gonna get this src attribute. Okay, so paste it here. Okay, so create another var, give it a id, and give event dot target dot get attribute. Which attribute, guys? We're gonna get it id attribute. Okay, so now we are gonna set this background, this image, as a local storage value, guys. Okay, so window dot local storage dot set item, and we have to provide here key and value. Okay, guys, always remember, guys, local storage will be saved as a key value pair. Okay, guys, it will be saved as a key and value pair. Okay, so I'm going to put bg image. Okay, and which image, guys? This color. Okay, because it has got now image name and path also, I mean folder name also. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Just open the console, go to the application. As you can see, guys, I have already lot of local storage value saved in my local storage application. So now we are going to create this bg image. Okay, and we are going to save this image name inside this local storage. Okay, guys, so save your code, just click on the icon now. Okay, we got one error, guys. Let me check the error. Get attribute is not defined 175. Okay, event dot target, sorry, guys, we have to put target. As of now, just remove this, we don't require this. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, click on the icon now, and watch here, guys. Okay, as of now we will be saving this. This is the key and this is the value for our local storage. Okay, so click on the icon now. See, guys, we got null here. Okay, we got null. We got null here, guys. So let me check the code now. What is the issue with the code? Document dot query selector all find bg image document.get element by id bg image bg color dot for each will run a function btns, okay, add event listener btns dot add event listener click event color event dot target dot get attribute data src set item bg image and this color, okay. So let me just check this, guys. What is the issue? We are getting null here, guys. Circle div data src, okay, sorry guys, data src, it is src guys, not arc, sorry, my mistake guys, src, it's a typo guys, sorry. Data src and src, okay guys. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page and pay attention guys here, guys, okay. bg image, it will change the image name accordingly, okay. Whenever you will click on the button, the image name is going to change accordingly, okay. So click on the first one, see guys, we got the image now, okay, we got the image. Click on the second one, see, we are getting the image guys, okay, and we are saving this image to the local storage also. So refresh your page, see, it is staying guys, okay, see, it is staying now. So just go up and we have to do one more thing, guys. We have to do one more thing. We have to paste some extras inline css guys, okay. So we have to give some inline css, so just put style here as a style equal to background as url, okay, and give images 04.jpg. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, boom guys, now it is changing, but it is not replacing the image on click, okay. So we have to check this also, we have to check this also. So now we are just saving guys, as of now we are just saving the image name to the local storage, okay. So now we have to grab it and we have to apply as a background image guys, okay. That's why it is not changing, okay guys, that's why it is not changing. So now we have to grab this image name and we have to change as a background color. So let's go to the code, go to the code editor now, and below this create, just select this img, okay, because this is the img, this is the background guys, we are gonna change, okay. Put here dot css, okay, and we are gonna put css classes here, okay. Yeah, we are gonna put, so now we are gonna grab this local storage value guys, okay. So get and this, okay, just copy this and paste it 5-6 times, okay. We are gonna need this for css, okay. So now give background color as url and we will append this bg image guys, okay. We will append this color, okay, paste it here, give background repeat, no repeat, give background size as cover, give background attachment, as scroll, give position as relative, give width as 100%, give height also 100%, and give background position, just copy this first, give background position as center, give background origin as content box, give background clip as padding box, give background position as 60%, okay, 60%. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we got something. Now we have to grab this image from the local storage and we will apply it here, okay guys. So now we are going to append some event listener to the windows, okay guys. So window dot add event listener, which event guys? Loading, okay. So load will run a then event, okay. We are going to run a fat arrow function and we are gonna grab this images from the local storage guys, okay. So const equal to bg color equal to window dot local storage dot get item. Which item, guys? This item. Okay, this bg image, guys. Okay, so this bg image. Okay, guys. Otherwise, if it is not there, then we will give a default image name. Okay, so images, we are going to give a default images, guys, here if there is nothing in the local storage. Okay, guys, so dot jpg. Okay, so done, guys. So now we're gonna check if okay, if this bg color is there, means we have got something in the local storage, then only we will change the background color of the body of the section. Okay, guys, so document dot get element by id. Okay, get element by id bg image dot style dot background image, and we'll put equal to url this bg color. Okay, so now just copy this img from here and paste it here. Okay, paste it here and just change this color to this bg color. Okay, this bg color, I think we don't require this. Just comment this as of now, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Refresh your page. Okay, so window.add event listener, just do this. Nothing is there. Okay, css so btns.add event listener, click event bg color, event.target.get attribute data src. Okay, window.local storage dot set item dot color and okay, no issue at all. Get element by window.local storage dot get item img bg img or this one. Okay, if bg color, then images dot css. We're gonna put this bg color, let me just check guys. Okay, first of all clear all the local storage value, clear all the value. Now refresh the page. Okay, we are not getting anything here only, so images url images 2.jpg. So images okay, one second guys. If var element equal to document dot element, yeah, document dot get element by id bg image and okay, const style equal to window dot get computer style equal to element, close this. So bg color dot for each, it is going to take a function btns add event listener, click event, okay, color event dot target dot get attribute data src window dot local storage dot set item images and color. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Just cut this out, open this page again in the browser. Let me just inspect this. Okay, we have got some issues guys here only, so we have to check here only. Okay, go to the example, inspect this. Okay, it is changing fine. Why it is not happening here? Okay guys, I guess due to this we have to put I guess we have to put important here. Okay, nothing is there guys, no issue at all. Still we are not able to see. Okay, everything is fine. Then why we are not able to see the images guys? Okay, we just made a mistake. We just made a mistake. Okay, so we just made a mistake. Class img responsive, img 7, img 6. Okay, we have got no issue guys, still we are not able to see the image. Okay, go to the local storage. Yeah, img is there, but our local storage value is not being saved here guys. Okay, so clear, our value is not being saved here, so just change this to bg. Okay, bg, and change here also bg. Okay, so now refresh your page. Okay guys, we have to put only vh. Okay guys, we have to put vh here, not percentage. Okay, we have to put vh. So save your code, go to the browser. Now guys, click on the image. See guys, it's working fine now. See, we just have to put vh guys. Okay, here I was making mistake, I was putting percentage here. Okay, I have to put vh here. Okay guys, we have to put vh here. So just remove extra codes, we don't require extra code, no nothing. So just keep your code very clear guys. Okay, so see guys, now our background remains same. Okay, so now change this. See, refresh the page. See guys, boom guys, we got our desired output. Okay, see, we got our desired output guys. Boom guys, see, after refreshing it will remain the same. So as of now guys, I am putting this guy. Okay, this bald guy. Okay, so I am going to cut this page now. I am going to open this page again in the browser. boom guys, it remains same. The background is not changed, it remains same guys. Okay, so now going to put this Spider-Man and going to refresh it, nothing happened. Going to cut the page now, go here, open the page again in the browser. See, boom guys, we got our desired output. Okay, so let me explain you the code guys now. So as you can see guys, we have taken all the circle div here. Okay, this is the circle div, this is the circle div, this is the circle div, and this is the circle div guys. Okay, circle div. Okay, so and it has got data src attribute. Okay, it has got data src attribute, and this is the data src attribute is image folder name and image name, folder name and image name, folder name and image name guys. Okay, so now I have also taken this section, this entire section as a id given as a bg image, and I am getting it here images bg image okay, using jQuery. Okay guys, so now we are getting it here. Just remove this code also, we don't need this code. Okay, see, it is working super fine. See guys, so now we are getting this entire section given id as a bg image. I am taking this bg image here, and I am this will return a guys node list. Okay, a array, it will return a node list or array guys. Okay, so I am going to append it has become an array guys. So we can perform for each operation on this bg color guys, and it will take a function, and I will provide a btn as a parameter to this function guys. And on this button guys, I am going to put add event listener, click, and on this click of guys, we are gonna get this event.target.get attribute, which attribute guys, as data src attribute. Okay guys, so this is the event, this is the event, this is the event target guys. Okay, all this div is event target. Okay, all this div is being clicked, all this div is being clicked. Okay, and on click of this, we are getting this data src guys. Okay, on click of this, we are getting this data src, this data src, this data src, this data src guys. Okay, this data src, this data src. Okay, this data src in this color variable. Okay, and then we are going to set this color variable as a local variable, local storage variable, and the given the key is bg, and the value is this image name guys. Okay, this image name. So now we are setting this variable, this image name, to the our background, to the our image, to the our section. Okay guys, this section. Okay, this section guys. So whenever someone is going to click, we will replace this image with this clicked image. Whenever someone is click, we will replace the default image with the clicked image guys. Okay, the image user has clicked right now. Okay guys, so this is we have taken in this color, and we are going to replace this image with the help of css properties. Okay, and we have also saved this in the local storage. As you can see here, we have also saved this in the local storage. Okay, so now we are getting this local storage, and we are putting load event, okay, to the window. Okay, and we are getting this local storage value bg. Okay, if it is not there, then we will give a default image here. Okay, and we will save this image in the bg color. We will check if this bg color exists, then only we will change the css of the entire section guys. Okay, this entire section guys. Okay, that's why whenever our window is loading, our image remains same, our background remains same guys. Okay, it is not changing after the load of this window also guys. Okay, this is this because of this code guys. Okay, because of this code, our background is not being changed after the refreshment of the page, after the cutting of the page also. Okay, due to this code only guys. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, see, So refresh the page, it will remain same due to this code, guys. Okay, I hope guys you know how to set background color using jQuery, guys. Okay, if you don't be here and watch the entire video till last, you will learn how to set background color using jQuery. Okay, so I am doing this, guys, here. So I have explained you this code, guys, why we are getting our background color not changed because of this event listener. Whenever our window is loading, we are checking if there is something in the local storage with the key, which key, guys? This VG key. Okay, if it is there, then we will get it in this variable. If it is not, then we will get this default image in this variable, and we will change the background color of this section, guys. Okay, of this section I have given ID as a BG image, so I am changing, I have taken this BG image through jQuery here, and I am changing here on click of this button. Okay, guys, on click of this button I am changing it here, and on load of this window I am changing it here, guys. Okay, BG image.css background color URL, this BG color, guys. Okay, which is currently in the local storage. Okay, guys, this image is currently in the local storage, guys. Okay, and this image is currently being clicked by the user, guys. Okay, this image is being clicked by the user currently, and this image is inside this local storage, and we are getting from the local storage when the window is being loaded to the like, what can I say, DOM. Okay, then only we are getting this BG from the local storage with the key BG. Okay, and then we are checking it if it is there. If not, we will replace this image with the default, this image. This is the default image, guys. If there is nothing in the local storage, then we will replace with this default image. If it is there, then we will check. If it is there, then we will replace this div, this section. Okay, guys, this section with the ID BG image with the CSS help of this BG color, which is currently in the local storage. Okay, guys, so I hope I have explained you each and everything from this section. Okay, guys, so that's why after refreshing, we are not getting our background changed. Okay, guys, so just this is the our first part, guys. This is our first part. Now we have to create a second part also. Okay, so we have to create a second part also. So now I am going to create a second part. So guys, I hope we should stop here, and I hope let's make this part as the first part, guys. Okay, so we will watch second part later on. Okay, so guys, this will be the second first part of this video. So we will soon, I will soon upload a second part of this video. Second part would be, guys, this one. Okay, second part would be this one, how to change this background color. See how to change this background color, guys. Okay, so this will be the second part, and in the second part we will also make this sidebar, guys. Okay, this is a sidebar. See, we will also make this sidebar in the second part of the video, guys. Okay, so I would like to request you guys, please watch the second part of the video also if you want to learn something from this video, guys. Okay, so we have created the first part, so we have come to the end of this first part, guys. So thank you for watching this video. If you still feel you don't understand anything in this code, in this video, please guys feel free to ask me anything in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts, all your queries, guys. So guys, this is the first part. Till then, take care, guys. Bye bye. See you in the second part of this video, guys. Don't miss, guys, second part of this video. In this video, second part, we will learn a lot of things. So thank you guys for watching this video. Till then, take care. Bye bye, guys. And please, guys, don't forget to watch second part. Okay, I will upload second part soon, and in second part we are gonna make this. Okay, this sidebar and this section, guys. Okay, and this section, see, it is changing the background color according to the button given here. Okay, so don't miss the second part, guys. Please, it's a request. Please come back soon. So thank you for watching the first part. And if you still have any queries, any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts, all your queries. Okay, so thank you guys. And again guys, I would like to request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload the second part also. Okay guys, and please like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing, so that guys you can be a master of full stack developer. Okay guys, so thank you, see you in the second part. Till then, take care, bye bye guys.